Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We are here with Brandy and Buck, and we're going to demonstrate all the obedience commands your guys learned here at school. We'll start off by introducing the training equipment, and Brandy's got a standard 6-foot web training leash, and she keeps the bulk of that leash folded neatly in her right hand, which leaves her left hand free to make a correction. And the only correction we give here at school was a little tug and release on the training collar, which is the second piece of equipment. Now you'll notice that Buck is seated very nicely at Brandy's left, which is where all of our obedience starts and stops. And the first command we're going to demonstrate is heeling. Heeling is properly walking on the leash, always on your left, and the command is Buck heel. Now at this point he's got a job to do, and that's to stay even with your left leg, no forging ahead, no lagging behind, and whenever you stop, Buck should automatically sit and wait for his next command. Now if he doesn't automatically sit for you, it's a little tug on the training collar, and no and sit is required. Now he does get distracted very easily, whether it's by falling leaves or branches or squirrels. So the idea is that this training gives him more focus on you. Another nice automatic sit. Now the next command Brandy's going to show you is the sit stay. Sit stay is a hand and a voice command. Brandy uses the flat of her left hand and the one-word firm command to stay. Now with your stationary commands, with the sit stay, start off at 1 minute, working up to 3 minutes, and you can take your time working up to that 3-minute mark. Have him hold this. This will work on his maturity, his focus. When Brandy returns back to Buck, you notice she walks all the way around him as a not a distraction. They get back to heel position, then they take off heeling again. We try to practice with our dogs multiple times a day. Keep your training sessions relatively short. 15 to 20 minutes is certainly long enough. And again, you can practice with Buck 2-3 times a day if you have the time. Once a day will still work. Nice automatic sit. I'm going to show you that stay command again. Again, you can go out to the end of your training leash, have him hold this for 1 minute, working up to 3 minutes. If you're working in a confined area, you can drop the leash, increase your distance. Instead of returning back to Buck, Brandy's going to call him. This is the recall or the come command. He should come back to you and sit facing you, not come back and jump on you, which I know he did to me when I picked him up. Now that was only a 6-foot come command. We've worked on, of course, because he's got such a big area to run and play in, we have taken him off the leash, worked on that recall from 100 yards away, and he's very, very responsive. Nice automatic sit. Now you see he didn't sit right away. Brandy said no sit and gave a little tug. She's going to show you that stay command one more time.
Stay.
Tone of voice makes a difference too. So firm stay, firm no if need be. And then she can call him out of that again. The command is Buck come. He should come back and sit just like he did facing his trainer. And then they get back to heel position, which is again is always on your left, and they take off heeling again. So practice, practice, practice is going to be key. I mean, we have a lot of dogs here, a lot of activity, but we don't have the distractions that you have at home. Nice sit. Now the next command we're going to show you is the down from heel position. Brandy uses her left hand, the one-word firm command to down and to stay. Now what your guy does a lot of times is like to grab sticks off the ground when he's in that down position, grab leaves. So we try to prevent him from grabbing stuff, sniffing, because next thing you know he's going to get up and do something that he shouldn't do. Just like with the sit stay, Brandy walks all the way around him, stops at heel position, then they take off heeling again. Now the only time in training when we use Buck's name is when we're heeling with him, so Buck heel, or calling him Buck come. The other commands that we give are just those one-word commands. And we're going to do all this with Buck tomorrow when he comes home. Nice automatic sit. Brandy gives him the down command again. Down and stay. And he knows all of these commands, so if he doesn't do them, you know, he's kind of pulling your leg. So he's got to complete these commands as designed. If he doesn't, always start over and go right back to that command until he finishes it the way you want him to. He should adjust to your pace when you're walking with him on leash. Nice sit. Now you can see the wind's picking up, leaves are falling, you can see him getting distracted. But the idea is that he holds this command until he gets another one. And you can hear Brandy reminding him, stay, stay. Brandy's going to call him out of that. Buck, come. He should come back again, sit, facing his trainer. Then they get back to heel position again. And then the very last command we're going to show you here on video is Buck's ability to lay down from a distance. So you'll see Brandy set up with Buck at a sit-stay. She'll go out to the end of her training lead. She'll use her right hand and the one-word firm command to down.
Stay.
Right hand.
Down.
And down. And you could hear with Brandy's tone, she wasn't asking him to lay down. It was a firm down. He responded very nicely. He went down. And then Brandy returns back to Buck, back at heel position. And that's the end of our little training video. Now, this is only a 6-minute video. Like I said earlier, you can practice up to 15-20 minutes with Buck on leash. Longer than that, you'll start to lose his focus and he'll get distracted and start making little silly mistakes. So keep the training short and sweet and fun. Do it multiple times a day. We want to thank you so much for using Nora's Dog Training Company as your personal dog trainer, and we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.